Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing my Project 10 Pan update. I'm really excited to share this update with you guys. I've made a ton of really good progress. Before we get started though, I just wanted to mention I've been a little behind on YouTube just in terms of, well, actually everything. I haven't been very active in responding to people's comments, in filming and editing and watching your guys' videos because life has just been a little crazy. And on top of that, I went to go edit some of my videos that I was planning on posting, and I ended up needing to refilm them. So I will talk about it more in my lipstick roulette video that will be coming soon. I already filmed that, well, I re-filmed that, and I talk about why I had to refilm that. There's a little snafu, and I was not able to get those videos edited for you guys to post. So I haven't really had any content to post, and then I continuously kept pushing back filming this update on accident. So I was actually supposed to film, this is my second update, and it was supposed to be filmed at the beginning of August or like the end of July, but I was on vacation then. And then when I got home, I knew that I had to film it, but I just kept forgetting and pushing it back. And then all of a sudden it was the end of August, and I was like, well, I need to film technically like my third update. And now it's September 10th and I still haven't filmed it. Well, I'm filming it today. So anyways, we're just kind of all behind in this project. This should be my third update, but it's my second because I skipped one, if that makes sense. The progress that I made for this update is actually like 2 months worth. This is a rolling pan. I think I said that in my intro, but I also said in my intro that I was going to be ending this project in 4 months, like from the beginning of the project. And I did start, I know I didn't upload right away, but I did start in June. And so June, July, August, September. So my next update would be my finale for this. But I'm pretty sure I would just be starting another rolling pan project after this if I were to finish it in September. So I decided I think I'm just going to keep this project going until the end of the year and just continue to roll things in. First product that I want to talk about is actually one that I'm just going to be taking out of the project. I'm not going to be rolling in anything in its place. I had intended this to be a Pan That palette, essentially, that was just kind of going alongside this project, but I just got so bored of this palette. I just found myself not really reaching for this quite as often. So that being said, I am going to be taking out my Sonia Kashuk palettes. I actually was able to make quite a bit of progress on this though, so I am pretty happy with it, and I feel good about taking it out of this project. Alright, so here is the palette, and I will give you guys close-ups of course, but I have hit pan on this shade right here. I've been using this to set my eye base, like my MAC paint pot and stuff, so I wasn't really surprised when I hit pan on that. I was using it pretty much every time I did my eye makeup. I actually do have pretty significant dips on a couple of these shades. Like there's a really big dip here, a pretty big dip here, and then we also have dips on these ones right here. I'm feeling pretty good about this palette. I did get a lot of use out of it, whereas before I put it into this project, I had barely touched it. And I have started a Pan Those Eyeshadows project, which if that video is up, I will leave it linked for you guys, but if it's not, keep your eyes out for that video. It should be up soon. I have already filmed it, but I think I'm going to post this one first. Anyways, so now I have 4 products that I either finished or hit my goal on, so I'm going to go ahead and talk about those. The first one is the ABH Brow Gel. This one was one of the products that I kind of knew I had a time limit on. I wasn't going to keep using it after a certain point, because it is sort of, it's a mascara tube. I mean, you use it on your eyebrows, but it's still kind of the same concept. And this was just getting really like, I don't know, there's something weird with it. It's kind of goopy. It smells really bad. I am calling this one done. I did get so much use out of it for a sample size. And then the next one that I finished is the mascara that I had in this project. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. So this is again one of those things where, you know, you're really not supposed to keep your mascara for that long, like 3 to 4 months is what I usually hear people say. The bottom of this says 6 months, but I think that's pushing it. I think I did have this open for more than 6 months though, to be completely honest, but I just hadn't used it a lot, and that's why I put it in this project, was to try to just get as much use as I could out of it before the formula went bad or dried up. And yeah, whew, no, that does not smell good. So this guy's done, and I was kind of sad that I didn't get more use out of it. Like, there still seems to be quite a bit of product left in here. So the next product that I finished is my brow wiz from ABH. I'm so excited that I finished this. I knew that I was going to finish it, but I don't know, I was just really happy to do it. And I've finished one of these before, so it wasn't really like that crazy, but I don't know, I just feel really good about it. I don't know. You guys know it's exciting when we finish it. Anyways, I marked on the cap. I have like a little piece of tape on the cap where I marked it, and I can't twist it up anymore. And so, as you guys, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but I will obviously show you guys close-ups, but I've used a pretty significant amount of this, I feel like. I don't know how much is in to begin with. I really just wanted to make sure I didn't just let this kind of like sit in my drawer and not like get used. I finished this probably a couple of weeks ago, honestly. The next product is the one that I'm most excited about. Alright, so take a moment and guess which one you think it is. It's the butter bronzer. Okay, I finally hit pan on it. So ever since I started this project, this has been the only bronzer I've been using. And in fact, even before I started this project, this was the only bronzer that I was really using. I just can't even believe it still. I still don't even believe it. Like, little baby pan right there. I was feeling so frustrated. I was like, I'm never gonna hit pan on this bronzer. There's so much product in here. It didn't even look like I was really wearing away the pattern in here. That's like, I don't know what it's called, like the little design that was in here. It's still, you can still see it around the edges, so I was really feeling like I wasn't even wearing that away. It's just makeup, it's just project panning, like it shouldn't make me frustrated. But I was like, man, I'm just so tired of, I really want to use some other bronzers. I want to try to pan a non-cruelty free bronzer to get it out of my collection. I was ready to roll out of the project and just replace it with something, but then my friend came over and she was doing her makeup at my apartment, and she has hit pan on her butter bronzer, and so I was holding the two of them together side by side, and I was like, holy crap, I can tell I am so close, because hers didn't look any different from mine except for the fact that she had pan. And because I could just tell from looking at hers where, like, how deep the pan was, and mine was like almost there. Next couple of times, I think I used it like 2 more times, and I just got the smallest sliver of pan. Anyways, so I have that little tiny pan. So I will be rolling this product out of the project just because I do want to focus on a non-cruelty free bronzer to try to, you know, start getting some of that stuff out of my collection. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about a couple of products that I feel like I have not been making good progress on, and I just need to like really just focus in on them this next month and really make them like the biggest priority. I have both of my liners. I have the little black liner from Doucce Cosmetics. For the love of makeup, somebody tell me how to say that name. I'll put it on the screen here. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I feel stupid every time I have to talk about this product. I'm like, what is this brand called? I've just never heard anyone say it out loud, so I don't know how to pronounce it. And I'm pretty sure it's a German company, so I'm like positive that I'm not pronouncing it right. Like, I'm sure that there's a correct way. There's a spider. I'm gonna let it go. Okay, can't see it anymore. It went behind my shelf. Alright, anyways. Okay, so anyways, yes, somebody please pronounce that for me in the comments. Tell me how to say it, please. I haven't made great progress on either of these. I feel like I need to go find my notebook. Okay, so I've primarily been using this just in my waterline, so I think that's why I haven't really been making a ton of progress on it, because I don't do my makeup every single day. I'll show you guys a close-up because you probably can't see it right here, but I haven't made I mean, I've made like okay progress, but I was definitely kind of thinking that I would have made more progress or maybe even finished this by now. There's so little left, so we are making good progress, and maybe I just need to kind of not be so hard on myself, you know. So my friend, the same one that had hit pan on her butter bronzer, and I was looking at her bronzer to compare them, she was like, oh my god, you still haven't finished that liner. And I was like, no, it's taking me forever, I don't understand. And she's like, I go through black liners so quickly. And I was like, how? And she told me that she was like, well, basically like every single day she does at least her Tightline and mascara. She uses it literally every single day. So I think I'm gonna try to push myself to at least do that if I'm not gonna wear any other makeup that day, to at least do my Tightline with this and my mascara, and also this on my waterline. So that was the black liner, and then this Rimmel liner. This is the Rimmel Scandaleyes Nude liner, and you guys know that this one isn't my favorite, but I actually had such a great suggestion on my last video. Someone commented that I should kind of rub it on the back of my hand, kind of like warm it up a little bit on the back of my hand and then apply it. And that has changed how this applies. Before I was kind of sitting there in my waterline just like going back and forth to try to build up the color. But if I kind of go on the back of my hand first and then apply it, it's so much more pigmented and creamy. I still don't like the product. I don't think it stays well in my waterline. Still disappears pretty quickly in my opinion, but at least when I first apply it, I do really like how it looks. But anyways, that suggestion has completely made this work so much better for me, at least in applying it. That has changed the game, so thank you for that suggestion. So that is right there. So I feel like I'm making about the same amount of progress with both of these. I try to just focus on these the next month and just see if maybe I can kind of push myself to do mascara and my liner every day, just in my waterline and my Tightline, nothing, you know, no winged line or anything like that. The next product I have is the highlighter that I've been working on. This is from Laura Mercier, and it is their Matte Radiance Baked Powder. And I will have to show you guys, you know, side-by-side comparisons of this, but I don't think that I've really made too much progress on it. It is like flush with the packaging this way, like it used to, because it's a baked product and it was domed, and you can no longer see that when you're looking at it like from this angle. And there is also a little bit of a dip going in the center, but no pan or anything like that. I'm kind of going back and forth on how much I like this highlighter. When I first put it in the project, I really liked it, and now I don't really like it. I feel like it's a lot more shimmery than I realized, so it's not my favorite. I think I can keep working on it, but it's definitely, I've found myself reaching for some of my other highlighters because I kind of miss them. I'm just going to continue to try to hit pan on this, and I have also been using it every once in a while as like an inner corner highlight and a brow bone highlight for my eyes. The next product I have, I'm actually really happy with the progress. I haven't hit my goal on it, but I did hit pan, so to speak. This is my MAC paint pot, and as you can see, hopefully, there is some pan. It's not really in a pan, but you guys know what I mean. Right there in the middle, I have a hit at the bottom, and I'm very excited about this guy. I really just want this out of my collection because I have some dupes that I have been trying out, kind of still been focusing mainly on this guy, and I can tell that the kind of the outsides are getting kind of dry. I'm really happy with the progress on this, so I'm just going to continue to use it. My goal for this is to finish it completely. Okay, so I have two products left to talk about before we roll in some new products. This guy is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Concealer, and I'm still making steady progress on this, but not a lot. I'm trying to draw my lines a little bit bigger so you guys can see them when I'm talking about them. Even though I do give you guys close-ups, I still want you guys to be able to see. First mark was obviously the intro. The second mark was 2 months ago, and then this one I just drew on today. You guys can kind of see right here where you can kind of see the window into the product. So this concealer is not going very quickly. I did look and compare this to other concealers that I have, and I did find that this particular concealer comes with a little bit more product than I feel like the average concealer, but still I don't know, I feel like I use a lot of it and I'm not making a lot of progress. So, and then the last product is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and this guy is so close to being done, you guys. Every time I'm using it now, when I pump out product, there's a lot of air coming out at the same time, so it's definitely getting quite empty. My intro, I didn't know where to mark it. I think I kind of assumed it was somewhere in here, kind of around this area, and then that was my last update. And then here is where I'm at right now. If you guys can see, there's a pretty big like window into the bottle right here, but there is a lot on the sides as well. So I'm gonna try to finish this off by my next update, but if not, definitely by the update after that. So the first product that I'm going to be showing you guys, I kind of debated on whether or not to put this in here because it kind of just seemed almost like, why even bother at this point? But I did start using this after I finished my brow wiz, and there was a lot more product at that point, but I didn't mark it. I should have just, as soon as I started using it in place of my brow wiz, I should have just marked it for you guys. I didn't because it wasn't like officially rolled into my project. But this is the NYX Precision Brow Pencil, and I have the color Ash Brown. This is all I have left though. This little tiny bit left. So I think when I first kind of started using this after my brow wiz, there was about a little over twice as much as there is now. And I was like, oh, that's a perfect amount to get through. But this product has been going so quickly. It's like every time I do my brows, I can see a significant change in how much is left in here. Like I can visually see myself using this up. So I was kind of feeling like there's not that much left. Should I even put it in this project? But I decided I was going to go ahead and do that just to make sure I didn't just like put it back into, the drawer where I keep my brow products and forget about it. Like I do want to use this up and just get it out of my collection. I don't like this product. So, I mean, like it's okay, but definitely not going to be repurchasing it. So I would just really like to move this out of my collection. I definitely think I will have this guy finished by the next update. Alright guys, so the next product is like a setting spray slash hydrating like facial mist. So this is from the brand Farmacy, and it is their Skin Dew Hydrating Essence Mist and Setting Spray. It's just obviously a little sample size. I'm pretty sure I got this in a Sephora play box. I don't really know how I feel about this product. I never really reached for it. I want to try it out, see how I feel about this product, see if it's something that I would like to purchase a full size of. The only thing is, and I don't know if this is just because this is like sample size packaging, the spray on this is horrendous. Not going to use it as a setting spray unless I can find a different bottle to put it in, because it, no joke, spits out fat droplets of product onto your face. It's not a fine mist at all. I did mark it right here. I've only used this a couple of times, so it's quite full. I don't think it's going to take a really long time to get through just because it is a little sample size. I also don't know really how often I will be using it just because I don't know how I like it, so we'll see. Alright, and then the next product I'm a little nervous about putting into this project because I don't know how this is going to go. I don't know if I'll be able to make much progress on it at all. But I'm going to go ahead and put this into the project. So this is the Cailyn Art Touch Tinted Lip Gloss. If you guys have been watching my Lip Roulette series, you may have seen this. I'm going to wait and let this settle before I mark it, but I'm pretty sure we're kind of starting right up here. I feel like I can kind of see, but it was laying sideways, so I don't know for sure, and I kind of just last minute decided that this was the product that I wanted to choose. The last product that I am rolling into this project is another bronzer. Like I mentioned, I do want to focus on trying to pan a non-cruelty free bronzer that I have in my collection. So this is the one that I chose. I picked the Sephora Sol de Rio bronzer. This was limited edition and it's from a while ago. I remember buying this because of Kathleen Lights, and I'm talking like old school, back in the day Kathleen Lights. Like, this was quite a few years ago when I first was starting to get into YouTube and stuff. This is the bronzer right here. It's gigantic, literally the size of my palm, bigger than the size of my palm. So I love big bronzers like this, and it smells like baby powder, which is, I think I just got some on my nose. Yeah, it smells like baby powder, which I don't love, but I absolutely remember just loving this bronzer. I haven't used it in a really long time, and it is definitely something that I would love to use up completely. For the purposes of this project, though, I am just going to say my goal is to hit pan. You can definitely still see, like, it says Sephora on it, and it's a little worn in the middle there, but still, you know, you can still definitely make out what it says and the design and everything. So I don't have a lot of use on this, but I'm really excited to just kind of move on to a different bronzer. Like, I love the butter bronzer, but I'm definitely ready for a break from that bronzer. Alright, so those are all the products that I'm rolling in, and all of my progress on the ones that I already had in the project. So I'm super excited. Even though, you know, there's some products in here that I definitely thought I was going to be done with by this point in the project, I'm still really happy with the progress that I've made. I don't think I would have made nearly as much progress on any of these products if I hadn't put them into a project. As always, if you guys have any, you know, suggestions about any of the products, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And if you are doing a project pan that I have not yet checked out, let me know in the comments as well, and I will go check that out. Anyways, that's it for me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.